So today we're going to be talking about the threat landscape and the kind of risk that we are actually getting exposed to. If you're looking at 2024, 2025, there are so many kinds of attacks that we're anticipating. And when it comes to a lot of disruption that are happening, there's almost a lot of things that we don't anticipate. Every organization we have right now is dependent on an external party to be able to take care of a thing or two. Currently, where I am right now in Kenya, or in Africa per se, a lot of integrations that have to be done by APIs. So you're always relying on a third-party API to be able to serve you or to be able to help you to make sure that whatever services you're getting out is actually working properly. Since you don't have to host all of that information to yourself, we have a lot of security operations center services where you have to rely on a third party to be able to make sure that they are monitoring all the traffic data, incidences that are happening in your network, or your systems, or your applications to make sure that it's very smooth and easy. We have IT managed services. Some people don't want to hire IT personnel in the organization, so they have to really rely on somebody else to be able to take care of that. And it's just natural for us to be able to do that. So this interdependence also helps to be able to magnify impact organization. When an incident happens at a single third party, that can become an issue to you. So third party risk is something that is often overlooked because you have trusted third parties to be able to actually take care of your security for you. And that is just a natural part of things where we are right now. But now we have to start looking at the various disruptions that are out there that has been happening over the past few years, and then we'll look at a few of them to understand what are these disruptions and what is at stake when we're trying to have the discussion. Currently, so we're going to look at, apart from the various disruptions that are out there, we're going to be focusing on cyber threats, which is something we all face right now. The first part of things is cyber attacks and ransomware. Everybody is actually getting hacked in. There's a Telegram group that I'm part of right now. As I speak to you, they're constantly leaking databases they have compromised or they have stolen or they have got it from God knows where, and they're dumping them as we speak right now. And it's every second. There's another group they have where if anybody actually requests for the data dump or info stealer malware that has been taken from somebody's browser, they basically give it to you, at least 100 or 200 of them. That is becoming a free service. I didn't have to pay for that. That is because cyber criminals are even collaborating to be able to make sure that they get into your network, your systems, and you don't even know what is happening. So we are seeing people getting ransomware attacks. And before, ransomware was happening where they lock your files and tell you, if you don't pay for it, we're going to lock your systems. And we have locked your systems. You have to pay in cryptocurrency for us to return your files. However, these days, we have realized that the fact that we are seeing ransomware where they steal your files and tell you you have 10 days to pay, otherwise we're going to release the files. We have unexpected events, natural disasters that happen, regional outages. Just before this session happened, I was seated down here in my house, and for the past, I think, 5 months, I've never had a power outage. But just before this session started, power went off. I had to quickly switch to other lights that I have, and also to just realize that it's an unexpected event. What are the odds that this presentation was talking about something like that? And it happened right just before I started this session. We have infrastructure failures and outages. We saw what happened when CrowdStrike got a patch that basically brought on a lot of things. It's unprecedented. They must have done this a million times to be able to actually see what's happening. There are others what we see as AT&T Mobile, which affected 125 million mobile devices across the United States. And that outage lasted for 12 hours, which also almost prevented almost 25,000 people 911 calls to not be able to go through. That was a major incident. We have those McDonald's, which experienced an IT outage some time back when an AI ordering system basically thought customers wanted 200 plus orders of chicken McNuggets. And that is a glitch in systems that happen. So there's always going to be, there's so many kind of these kind of attacks, outages that happen that we have to be aware of. So what is at stake? A successful third-party breach obviously is going to lead to a lot of data theft, ransomware attacks, your business disruption, most of the financial losses you get to see. The ones that I get worried the most is operational losses and reputational damage.